Hey guys, it's me, Edgar. Just wanted to do another video, and why not talk about it? Because I think we're going to have the same situation like Sam Wilson, Falcon becoming yours truly, Captain America. I think we're going to do the same with Rhodey. Now, I'm going to be honest with all of you. I really am not too thrilled on Rhodey. He's been recast because the actor wanted basically more paycheck and he didn't get it. And plus, he was just a supporting character. Why will we give you the same type of fucking money if you really are just nothing more than a side character and you don't have any worth value? So we're gonna give the actor who played War Machine these past movies, and he's been good. I liked him in Iron Man 2. I enjoyed his appearance in Age of Ultron. He's been a really cool War Machine, and he's been a good Rhodey. However, I've been very disappointed on how they've been treating him. Just nothing more than a sideline character that I really feel like he could have been a big part of most of their films. Like, I feel like he could have had a bigger role on Avengers Infinity War or an Endgame. But he got what he got, and the rest is fucking history. I get why they put him aside because he wasn't really important. Now he needs to be. Because if we're going to do the same shit like we did with Captain America and yours truly Iron Man now, then you need to make it fucking worth the shit. You need to have Iron Man villains that need to be done the right way. You need to be introducing characters that really, honestly, make sense for that character. Like, I'm expecting Crimson Dynamo, the Controller, the Mandarin. And that's another thing, too. Are they going to do the Mandarin? Because so far, what I've seen, they're not really doing that character in Shang-Chi. Not really feeling it, and I was very disappointed in why they had to change that character again. And it really just somewhat upsets me even more. Because I'm going to say this. Iron Man has great stories with Tony Stark and Rhodey. And Rhodey, when he was Iron Man, he wasn't that good. When he was just wearing the fucking classic Iron Man suit, he got his ass kicked half the time. And hell, he fucking ran like a bitch when he got his ass kicked by the Mandarin. Granted, he defeated the Mandarin later on, but I mean, it is what it is. And I really hope that we get to see where Rhodey is struggling on the whole factor of he is trying to do his best to fill in Tony Stark's name. And he is a little bit hesitant. Do the same type of elements that you've done with yours truly, Rhodey, with Sam Wilson. Like the whole part where Sam didn't... Oh, fucking dog. Sorry about that. I apologize on that part. All right. I'm back now. Sorry about that. But I mean, it really just... It's... What's that word? You need to do the same direction. Like with yours truly, Sam and Rhodey. And that's what I'm trying to say. And yeah, it would be a good time to have it where he's supposedly ordered to not intervene, let's say Russia or some type of event where they're using Stark technology. And there's more technology that Justin Hammer utilized. And he sold. And you could have one movie, let's say Iron Man 4. You can have Blizzard be in that movie. You can have the Controller be either Iron Man 4 or 5. You can have Madame Mask and have where Whitney is a love interest for Rhodey instead of yours truly, Tony Stark. You could have the whole factor of the living laser going forward, showing to where, okay, we're having a different Iron Man villains being represented. We're having characters being represented to where we never got a chance to do them. And that's the thing to where I want to see stuff like that. I want to see to where once we're done with this trilogy and we go forward, I'm hoping this trilogy is better than what we have. Because let's all fucking face facts. The Iron Man trilogy is a lackluster trilogy. I don't even really bother rewatching them because the only movies that I consider a true sequel to Iron Man is Avengers 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's it, buddy. That's your fucking main movies. I mean, that's just how it is. That's how I see it. And I don't know about any others, but I'm just speaking it for myself. And I just don't feel that the Iron Man trilogy, what we have, is any good. I think the first movie was good. The second movie was dog shit. The third movie was even horrible. And it's just, hold on, give me 1 minute. Okay, I'm back now. But like I said, you need to have Iron Man's trilogy, at least with Rhodey's Iron Man trilogy, be far better than what we have now. Because what we have now sucks on the Iron Man trilogy. If we're not counting the Avengers, if we're not counting Civil War, we're not counting literally anything, then his main trilogy sucks. I would say Thor's trilogy is better, and Captain America is far superior. And I'm going to say this, the sequel trilogy, which is Sam Wilson's trilogy, is going to be even more greater. That's going to say a lot. I'm hoping we get to that point to where we see Rhodey be that character to where he's taking on Tony's legacy and you going forward a newer direction. Hell, you could even have him be a cyborg, because there was a time to where Rhodey was a cyborg. He got in a massive fight and got killed practically, and therefore Tony Stark had to rebuild him, and it was fucking genius. It was awesome. Made him even more of a badass. And of course, he got back to being normal later down the line, but it was awesome. He was cool. It was amazing. But I mean, that's where I'm talking about. Do things that we didn't do in the Iron Man trilogy. I'm hoping Armor Wars does that. I'm hoping that War Machine, aka Iron Man, or should I say the new Iron Man, the all-new Iron Man, because that was once at a time he was called that he was Iron Man before he took the War Machine suit and called himself War Machine. So, I mean, there's many villains. Like, I could say they could add in Living Laser, Grey Gargoyle, Whirlwind, Whiplash, the other Whiplash I'm talking about, Blizzard, just so many Iron Man villains they could go. I'm talking about like stuff where they could really do so much. And I'm sorry, a little fanboying it up because I'm a hardcore Iron Man fan and I really want this movie to happen. But I'm gonna say this: I wouldn't be surprised if it does happen, because let's all face facts. If they're gonna do the same shit with Sam Wilson to become the new Captain America, and Rhodey's going to be the star of Armor Wars, What makes you think they won't do the same to have him become the new Iron Man? It makes sense. You can literally see the fucking end game goal, the goal of the end of the tunnel, and I want it to happen. But the problem is, I'm hoping they do better, because the Iron Man trilogy sucks. There's one good movie out of fucking all three of them. And I'm sorry. I really am. Yeah, I liked a lot of things in Iron Man 2 and Iron Man 3. There were some cool things, but as a fuck you to the falsely advertisement on the Mandarin and the whole bullshit villain that movie was just bullshit. It was just a filler fucking movie. I don't even consider that fucking movie canon, in my opinion. And just honestly, it just shows you where Marvel could go on the other villains. And I'm just hoping that they don't change it so drastically. That's the main point. I'm hoping they don't drastically change them. So, yeah. Love to know your thoughts. And what would you do for Iron Man 4?